All right, everybody. Say all right.
All right.
No more. I need more value.
All right.
This is the UnDustry Podcast. We are live, guys. We here. It's real. It's real time. It is real time. I'm here with Duro Wicks. Yeah, late. What they say,
It's Sunil's fault.
BPT time, color people time, CPT
They
time.
say it's Sunil's.
It's Sunil's fault. I'm here. That's me and Duro. We close. I'm hanging. I'm on site. I'm Geraldo Rivera right now. The UnDustry Podcast should start at 5. We're an hour late. It's happening. I am still excited. I'm still accomplishing my goals, crossing my T's, dotting my I's. After like a lost child
With dyslexia.
with dyslexia, with dyslexia, Duro and I are going to have this conversation that the city needs, and many of you all probably have more insight about Duro than I. I just found him fascinating, in my lifetime and experience. I'm going to post in the YouTube and ask you all to share it to and with your friends and family. Share, subscribe. The podcast is called The UnDustry. It's to disclose industry practices, to be fair to one another, as we all entrepreneurs and would like to grow and prosper and corny stuff like that. My buddy Jay, who is not here today, is the person who established the UnDustry conversation because he does security in the VU and he works at a hospital, but it's really about service. Duro has offered us so much service to Chicago community, and I'm doing multitasking. I'm doing social media. Duro, introduce yourself. Tell us your origin, your date of birth, your mother and father's background, and then I get questions.
That's too much.
You got to speak up too. I'm sorry.
That's too much.
Yes, yes.
Hi, Duro Wicks.
And you gotta look up at the camera. Look up. They see your head.
I got this.
Oh, okay. He wanna do a presentation. I'm so sorry.
AKA Shane Love Temple, AKA Duro. Chicago native, born and bred, from Chatham, High Park, South Sider,
South Sider.
not a North Sider.
You went to school up north though, right?
No, I went to school in High Park.
Oh, it ain't still. It ain't. It is what it is.
Even Columbia, that's technically on the South Side.
And keep going. What year were you born? I'm nosy. This is a whole real. He said I asked him for an interview, and he said that I was not honest with myself about it being like documentary interviewing him for the podcast, and he felt some kind of way. But keep going.
Why you need to know when I was born?
Just so I could give reference to when I met you.
I'm old as hell, nigga.
Well, hip hop.
I'm a 60s baby. I was born in 1967. Which really makes me more of a 70s baby.
I quit the whole conversation. We good. Whatever. What just happened? Good Lord.
I'm a Scorpio. For all
Now-
the ladies that want to know.
Float on, float on. He's Duro. He's a Scorpio. The UnDustry discusses many things. I'm with my mentor, Duro Wicks, as I'm trying to share with you all so y'all can share back. And I got to cut this off. We are live on YouTube. We are talking. I will see if you all are there in a minute. And I'm gonna have to go live on Instagram because people don't tend to pay attention till after the fact, which is fine. I'm not gonna do anything but talk to him once I get out of this damn thing. Social media sucks, y'all, and I'm too old to understand it and keep up with it. So if anybody want to help the UnDustry Podcast, please, because I am lost in the ram of social media and promotion. But I'm excited. I'm very excited What am I trying to do? I was trying to promote the live. Boom. And put the YouTube. Rasan been really hitting up his Roto Fuji. And that should be so dope. You don't think so?
I love that place.
That place is incredible.
It's not really for me, my taste.
Gotcha.
You know.
Yeah.
I'm more Afrocentric.
Yeah.
But when they have what I want.
You want it.
Right.
I bought the MF Doom cereal box. I needed it. Oh, it was so bad. Oh, I didn't know I liked MF Doom like that. I was so geeky.
It was a figure?
No, it was a cereal box with a bowl and spoon and a figure. It was all of it. For the MF food.
But it really had cereal in it?
No. It was a cereal box, though. It didn't have food in it. It did not have food in it. It did not have food in it. Me and Duro are here. I'm going to ask him some very intricate questions. I wish that I can get some more engagement from the public, but it doesn't matter. Duro Wicks has been my mentor since I met him in the 90s. 91, 92. My friend, Tamika Kirkland, dear friend. Oh, she's my real homie. Takes me over to her new job's a co-worker's party, which at the time was Duro's wife. And I get there, it's all these icons that I've seen since I've been going to the Terror Dome as a CBS member under Chirac Chapter 13. And I'm like, oh, that's Duro. Fucking Ant is here. Gravity is here. It was bananas. For me, it was a whirl. I don't know somebody's got a video. Who was videotaping?
My sister.
Oh, okay. He comes to my mother's house. This might have been 2015. And I guess what were you checking the tapes for, just to see if they still work?
No, that's when we did the Lower Links reunion.
Yes, we're going to get to that. Yes, we're going to get to that. And Duro shows this tape, and there I am. I say, that's me. He say, that's not you. Because I at the time, I had no facial hair. I say, that's me right there. Standing against the wall looking like a damn deer. Everybody. It was sad. I looked like a damn deer. I was excited. I'm a fan of Chicago. I'm a fan of hip hop. I knew nothing else. My introduction to hip hop outside of B Street in real time was 47 GD's battling Darians. Actually, the real Darians with X-Ray DJing, and it wasn't Tone. Tone came later, but we had to leave by then. Reno and Shoesmith Park. My first time seeing breakdancing, everything, and I was stuck. This might have been 87, 88. Big ups to Greenwood Projects, big ups to Ellis Tower. I came from Inglewood 71st, straight down the Green Line, had to walk up 47th Street if the bus wasn't there. Push Hall events. And all of a sudden, this person that everybody bragged about, and we went and caught the bus as a graffiti crew and tried to get into parties. I had to stand outside because at the time, the event that Duro was throwing was for our culture and his patriots, but we haven't come of age yet. Like, yes, you had your poets and you had your group and you had Spillane's, but outside of that, what was the Lower Links major crowd? Because all of us was underage. That's why it was more people outside than inside.
We didn't card.
Huh?
We didn't card.
Oh, y'all didn't card? It was a full bar? Y'all didn't card?
No, you probably came after it was too many people down there.
Oh, okay.
Because it wasn't a very big place.
Oh, okay. So right now, so say that it's 30 years from now, Duro allowed me to host and endorse his 20th Lower Links reunion, and that might have been 2020. I just posted the flyer. Yes. Okay. So it's 2025 now. No, it had to be before that. Darkroom been closed longer. I only had access to Darkroom.
Oh, it's it was 2014.
Okay. I only have access to darkroom because of you. And I've been accused for stealing darkroom from people. You were playing there with Sean Davis and Aloe. Whatever you had going on, you left. You say, hey, do you want to come play at this place? I was like, anything for you. And I went there, and I must have showed out that Arunas and Amy built a relationship with me, and they allowed me to have my own nights. Because the other DJs, like Sean Davis, was moving forward his career. Great Sean Davis. Aloe was producing a lot. Whatever he had going on, he wasn't showing up. And then I had an opportunity to produce my own events at Darkroom. I did it 10 years straight because of you. It changed my life. It changed my life.
So it's all my fault.
He says it's all his fault. Slow down. Slow down. It is not your fault. It was no errors. It was no error with that. And then once that happened, so many things happened. Back to the beginning again and me slowing down. You and I meet you in real time. We know the same people. They sort of vouch, oh, he's a good guy. He's a DJ. So whenever you see me, as you were a vanguard, and he taught me today, he's not a matriarch, he's a patriarch. Matriarchs are a female version of people who are...
That's the mother of the family.
Mother of the family. Patriarchs are the male Aelites who got the family in motion. Thank you for another lesson, mentor. Good Lord. He fucking is on my ass.
You just calling me a bitch.
I did not.
That's like that was a sneaky way to call me a bitch.
I did not backhand compliment you. Relax.
Yeah, oh my God, that was totally one. I'm like, this nigga just called me a bitch.
I did not backhand compliment you. I'm not going to let that happen. With that being said, we back to the matter at hand. As you would see him, which we had a conversation earlier, which we're introducing to you all. It's on Facebook. Share it if you got time. If y'all on Facebook, please join the YouTube. It's me and Duro, and we got it cracking. Messenger. He will be the door person to some events that, besides his own Lower Links event, which he had to host, probably coordinate. Explain that. How many roles you played at Lower Links?
At Lower Links?
With your first event. Did I say the wrong place?
Look, I started Lower Links, and I tell people this. I started Lower Links because I wanted to rap.
By yourself or with the group?
No, I wanted a place for us to rap, my group.
Yes. Okay.
And I was like, if there's going to be a mic, I might as well have... I might as well open it up. And I based the whole concept off of open mic poetry.
Open mic poetry was a sneaky way to tell white people you finna have a bunch of... sorry, everybody. Which was a deceiving way to say it's finna be a bunch of African Americans in here doing their art. I was finna say so many foul things. Oh my God. But keep going.
So yeah, I was the promoter, I was an MC, I was the host. And I had a team, I had my group, He Who Walks Three Ways. It was me, Juba, Lori, my boy Ron, we called him Continuity. Originally my boy Ethan was part of it.
I got to tell you, Lori did an interview. I don't know if she's still doing NUR. It was... Dude, she was interviewing the house dude. Mm. One of the best interviews. Same thing I'm doing with you, but she had him there. And I know you know who I'm talking about. He wears the glasses and he does all the big...
Oh, the guy with the glasses?
Stop, silly. You silly fucker. He's the guy who did all the South Chicago Israelite house parties. Okay. Any which way. I know his name. I just can't think. With all that being said, back to
the thing. Lori was a house DJ before she became part of He Who Walks Three Ways.
Oh, okay.
And she had kind of quit DJing, and then I talked her into being the DJ for the group. When we first started, she didn't even have any records. Me and Ethan had to give her a crate of records, and then she started building up her hip hop from there. And then after He Who Walks Three Ways kind of disbanded, she went back into house DJing
and took off.
I mean,
remember
but she
her.
no, she reclaimed her throne.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, that was I commend it.
Yeah, I'm very, very proud of her. Like, fascinated by where she has positioned herself in the Chicago house scene right now.
Right. And look, she doesn't know, and you set me up to interview her when I was doing all the DJ interviews at the time, and great conversation, great legend. She's in that conversation when I brag about you and Howie and Jesse De La Pena. I could go on. So you established that. Did you all complete an album?
No, we made a couple demos. You can find them online if you search.
Okay.
But
what was the title of some demos?
Me, IBM, and the Baby Jesus.
Okay.
And I'm not sure what the other title was.
You're going to have to lean towards me like I'm leaning towards you. You out the camera. There we go. Thank you, sir.
I don't remember what the other title was.
Okay.
Like, it's weird. Like, by the time I touch base with a lot of that stuff, I had forgot we even made certain songs. Like, I'm like, I don't remember recording this, but
he don't remember recording this. You being who you are, and you don't know this, you do the demos, you set up the nightlife. I don't know if there was did you have a mentor, or was there anything similar to your project? Like the one where we had to stand outside and they didn't call. Skateboard parties, maybe.
You mean, how did I get started in all this?
No. Was there someone else that you can admire that you were like, I want my group to have a stage, to have a platform that turned into this Chicago scene? You know that's what happened. You set up for your own group to have a platform, and it made where Akbar is a legend, Juice is a legend, Spillane's are legends, and then we can go on after that. 606 exists because of that. The longest running open mic in the world, not Chicago.
I like to say that Laura Links was the first open mic because we even predate Lyricist Lounge.
Oh yes, yeah, of course. 606 predates Lyricist Lounge. Relax.
No, they don't.
Yes.
No, they don't.
Okay.
That was all at the same
You ain't gonna
time.
give it to the Filipinos? I'll give it to you. You might be right. You would know better than me. You would know way better than me. I would love for somebody to tell me when 606 started, but I don't know Lyricist. I'm not a New York fan, so let me say that first. Let me say that first. I'm not a New York guy of sort. And no diss to New York, and I've brought many New York people to the city.
My deal was, I got a job at the Riviera doing street promotion.
Not security.
No, and that's where I learned about nightclubs and how they're run and how you promote a club and flyers. And I always say I worked on that street team up there with Fred Armisen. Do you know Fred Armisen?
No.
From Saturday Night Live.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, he's from Chicago. He was in a band called Trenchmouth.
Okay. A rap group, poetry.
No. They were punk.
Okay.
They were rock and roll.
Okay.
But he went on to eventually becoming, a SNL not ready for primetime member. And but I remember when I met him, I took them to Harold's on the south side in Hyde Park. I'm like, y'all gotta have some of this chicken over here. And because they were from Wicker Park, they didn't know the rest of the city. And So I always thought that was really cool that I started when he started.
Good, very good. But you started with so many people.
No,
As
but we personally worked together. Like,
yeah, as you and Howie did. No,
no, I didn't meet Howie till much, much later. So after I got fired from the Riviera, I didn't. I just kind of bumped around.
do you want to share why you got fired?
Yeah, we threw a party. I had an apartment on Lawrence on the 4th floor, and that's where I met. Those of you who know, that's where I met Naughty Tulips, Paco, my man Leonard Pugh, who lived around the corner. And I was getting into De La Soul at the time. And I looked down and I'm like, this dude looks like De La Soul. So we hit it off like right away.
That's almost how me and Doe hit it off. But keep going.
But we threw a party, and I used the Xerox machine at the Riviera to print a flyer for the party. And they got pissed off about it because they were like, this makes it look like we're doing underage parties. I'm like, no, it doesn't, but whatever. So I had got fired. Then I ended up having to move out of the apartment, and I went back south. And but in the interim, I had kind of started a hip hop group.
Another group.
No, He Walks Three Ways.
Oh, okay.
That was my first group with Juba and.
Because it's a group.
No, actually, you know what? I'm lying through my teeth. My first group was with Julian and Rob, who became Kinetic Order.
I remember Kinetic Order.
And we had this whole concept like Brer Bear.
From Disney?
Yeah. Like the bear, the fox, and the rabbit.
Yeah, I got you.
And I was, of course, the bear. And they kicked the bear out because I wasn't pretty enough. And that's when I met Juba. And then me and Juba clicked and made He Who Walks Three Ways.
Okay.
And then I was like, and at the same time, I was like, I had my boy Ron hooked me up with a guy who I started at Lizard Lounge. It was on Augusta.
That might be where I first met you. Lizard Lounge.
You sound like Shondo now. And anyway, so we started doing a night there first, but it was a little too black for one of the bartenders, so they ended that. And after they ended that, like a couple months later, my boy PJ, Blackfist, was like, yo, I know the owner of Lower Links. I can get you in there. You can keep doing your thing. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And I came down and met Lee Jones, and we clicked right away. Like, I was just clicking with people back then, you know.
Yeah, okay.
And she let us come in. She didn't really have any rules. And she pretty much let us do our own thing. In fact, in the interview for the film, she said she wasn't even there the first night. And she called, and her people were like, yo, it's packed in here. And then she was there every Sunday night after that, and it became one of her favorite nights.
Good. The energy was honest, and it was, at the time, I'm sure we offered something refreshing for the city, especially in sections we weren't allowed in. And that time, you made a room for places we were afraid to go, a Wicker Park, that side of Ashland, because African Americans, even though that is near the west side, we couldn't really early, what's that, 89, 93?
93.
Okay.
92.
We still were allowed only
92.
certain sections. Chicago was still segregated.
It still is to this day.
Yeah, but I'm talking about, like, you get beat up and killed.
People have a little more travel freedom, and they explore more now than they did then. But yeah, back then people weren't. I mean, there was no point to go in certain neighborhoods.
No.
If you weren't from that neighborhood.
I think that's how house dominated, because we were allowed to go in our neighborhoods, and house was so dominant, and disco, and the red light parties, the BMX style, and the red light parties. That's all we had access to until you existed. Did you know that?
No, there was other things like
Columbia
Akbar and Peely did steps.
Yes.
Blackfist did Bedrock on the north
Hot
side.
House.
Kingdom Rock was doing
Yeah, the ill state parties.
what was the place called? Blue Gargoyle.
Yes, but you were before all that.
Nope.
No.
They were actually all before
Thank you
me.
for correcting me. That's interesting.
But the difference between what I did and what they did. First off, I always give a shout out to Fear.
Man, how
Guy
is he?
Fear,
Is he?
He's all right. I just talked to him.
Good, very good. I didn't know what to ask you about
2 weeks ago.
I didn't know.
But I met him. He came down and he loved it, and he was in the streets
Yes,
with his
all those early Shy Rock dudes that I admired, including Phil, were gang banging dudes.
Not Fear.
I know. I'm talking about all of them. Phil, Scope, Static. I didn't know them. I'm so square, and I'm from Inglewood. When you go to their house and they was trying to get us all to practice DJing. Them was some real gang banging dudes, and they was hard on women. You couldn't bring your girlfriend around there.
Back then, in the early '90s, either you were a gangbanger or a neutron.
I was a neutron,
and most people were gangbangers. I was a neutron.
Like I said, my first introduction to hip hop was S.U. Smith visiting my cousin Robert Lawrence Hawkins, and he went to school with Dave Jeff, Clay, Reno, all them, because they all went to Kenwood or South Shore or High Park. But I'm from Inglewood as a grammar school student watching Pilot and B Street, and it's happening in real time. I'm losing my shit. I don't understand what's happening. So then, like 4 years later, this person, they bragged about you between you. Me and Kingdom really had a relationship early off. Because of Ange. Big ups to the Ange is a legend to me. She's an ass, but she's a legend. And 33 really, him, GQ were really a part of me getting on the scene. I was happy just collecting records and playing from Willie Mixon House, but because of them, I was able to get in the market. Like, you don't know this. It might have been when Wu-Tang first got in the building, and they was at Push Hall. 33 had to open. 33 forgot his headphones. GQ told him I could step in for him while he ran to his house to get his headphones off of 74th Street from Push Hall. And I knew what records to play without headphones. And after that, my career in Chicago hip-hop was built at the Push Hall. Big ups to 33, who used to hook me up with quarter records from Trax. And what was the owner of Trax? Dedrick, big ups to Dedrick to look out for me. After that, I wanted to work at a record store. I did my rest in peace to Dedrick. I worked at the record store, Tower Records, and several other. I worked with Shrewd. I worked with Across the Board. I was a hustle worker. All these things just so I could get records, because nobody was giving me records. They didn't fucking care about me. But we're gonna go back to your resume. You do all of that, and then you start making beats. When did you start making music in general?
That was later. That was more around the beat parlor time. Yeah, because I got the no. I guess it was a little bit before that, because we started on an ASR 10, and Lori was doing HIV/AIDS awareness on the west side, a place off of Ogden.
Yeah, that makes sense. And for her lifestyle, that makes a lot of sense.
We got them to basically set up a little pre-production studio.
Okay.
And we got an ASR 10 and a few other mini disc player. And it was one other machine that I started with, but I never can remember the name of this machine. But I know Peely Fresh used to use it, and he used to use it live, which I thought was just so fucking sick.
Hold on. Kingdom is here, or Kingdom was here. He said big ups and blessings, but keep going.
All right. What up, King? And so I started on the ASR 10. That's when I was living on Division.
Yeah.
And then when I moved over when we moved to North Avenue, then I ended up at B Park. I got my first MPC from Tim Shoemaker,
Who was Tim Shoemaker?
house DJ.
Okay. It sounds familiar. I just
He
wasn't.
used to work with me at the B Park,
Okay.
and so I guess the mid '90s, I started making beats, but I never made any beats for He Who Walks Three Ways.
You wasn't there. You were trying to rap. Was your rapping or MCing because of poetry, or was it something else?
No, I was an MC.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I came about to hip hop like really just ass backwards. I was
Everybody did.
I was really into Herb Kent's New Wave Punk out.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
Exactly, because you're a little child. Okay?
Thank you. I'm not offended. Relax.
When everybody else in my high school was house, I was listening to New Wave Punk out, and I was also used to listen to God. It was this other British thing that was like he played funny songs like fish heads, roly poly fish heads, and
That's probably where you and
I was into stuff like that. And through that, I was just telling DJ Jeff Payson the other day, got me into Adrian Sherwood, which got me into Tackhead, because I was in the New Order and all of those guys.
Wow.
And all the whole Wax Track thing, and then that led to Tackhead and Keith LeBlanc and African Head Charge.
And that's how you were inspired to write the level you wrote?
Let me finish.
Oh, okay.
Let me cook.
Cook, as the kids say.
Exactly. The band Tackhead they were also the house band for Sugar Hill Records.
Oh, under Sylvia.
They played the music behind all of her groups.
Gotcha.
And the first rapper who I heard and was like, you know what, I think I want to do this. It was Schoolie D.
Man, people don't give Schoolie D his props.
Man, shit.
They don't.
5-2.
Look, before Rakim and before Kane and Rakim
And I remember, I used to try to remember, I could never remember rhymes. I was like, how that rhyme go, Ron? Looking at my Gucci, it's about that. What is it?
That beat crazy. Who made that beat?
I don't know. Producers weren't important back then.
No, yeah, DJs. Yeah. Well, the DJs started off as the primary.
So a lot of the old hip hop, you really never knew who produced it.
Yeah.
Because it was more about just the MC. But that's what got me open into the whole, I think I want to do this.
As we go further, just real fast, this is the UnDustry podcast. We do this every Tuesday. It's supposed to be at 5, but I'm on location, like Geraldo Rivera. I found a fossil. I dug it up, and I'm trying to see the the purities of it to see what stories and essence it have. The UnDustry is a discussion about service, how culture has evolved around service. Duro has offered our community a lot of services. I just want to present him with some things. A lot of my entrepreneur endeavors wouldn't have happened without him. That's why he's my mentor. So you may not think this is important, but the E-event was Dark Room's event. That if it wasn't for you, the E-event was like acknowledgement event. So I used to bring many artists, and the Dark Room did it for me for 10 years. And when I do all the stuff, I help develop some people, help put some albums, put GQ album out because
Did Sean Doe do this?
No, Ronnie did that. Sean and Ronnie Boykins. That's their design.
What's up, Ronnie?
And then, believe it or not, even though I called you the gatekeeper, I look at you I look at you like the Black Panther. Like you have protected the city for so long.
That's nice.
And I want you to have something. Like, I wish we had a discussion earlier. I kept calling you the wrong person that Edith Elbert played. Because you have been not a gatekeeper restricting people, but sort of like, hey, we could do more.
The title on the comic book. Doom is the sound of the drums.
Hey, people don't, and we need to talk about that in a moment. We'll talk about Marvel and animation because I have nobody else to talk about it with. We were talking about this off camera. And I wish the Fly Nerds would invite me because y'all are so engaging and y'all have so many great podcast discussions about the animation comic book life. Back to the matter before we go to that. So you went through your making beats life and you did all that. My biggest thing I was involved with where you were like had befriend me. Before that, I probably was something chump. Like you had befriend me. Elbow room. Me, homie Keisha, me, Ed, Rasan. We would get there through Mustafa Rocks. He might have been the person that introduced him or Kevin Abdullah, Mustafa's brother. And the elbow room started cracking. What year did the elbow room start cracking?
Oh, I don't remember. I don't.
Okay.
I'm really.
Were
bad
you
with
there
it.
from the conception of it?
Maybe not the conception, but
Blue
pretty
Groove
early.
Lounge, I'm
I
sorry.
used to hang out there every Monday.
So Blue Groove Lounge, you wind up being part of it because you went there to hang out.
I didn't become part of it till they moved to Double Door though,
You were at the door,
because I like hanging out at the door,
but you would check IDs.
because I knew how to read.
Stop. Okay. I don't know when he's doing the Paul Mooney or not.
Either
way.
I'm dead fucking serious.
I hear you, but it's all good.
Like, I don't remember working at at Elbow Room.
We would come to, like you
My
say.
boy Big Hank worked at the Elbow Room. And then I knew Bruno, who worked at the Elbow Room. But
Yes.
I don't think I worked at the
Okay.
Elbow Room.
Big ups to Bruno. I need to sit with Bruno. Bruno wants me to come to Uptown and start doing some stuff
Yeah,
with him.
I've been talking about him a lot lately. I realize I have the wrong phone number for him.
I'll send it to you. I'm sure he wouldn't mind. I'll ask first. So after that, somehow, which you told me earlier, I want you to share with the UnDustry podcast, Jesse decides as Elbow was not enough room for the audience that was growing for Chicago hip hop scene, Blue Groove Monday, it moved to Double Door.
Yeah, that's when he asked me to, like a little bit after they had been there for a while. He asked me to come spin records because I was working at the B Parlor and I was into, and I was making beats, so I was into old music. So I came and played.
Downstairs was a different vibe than upstairs, super hip hop electric.
Right.
Yeah. It was you, Tommy Nimble, and PNS. Ooh, that's somebody. Between him and 33, the kindly ones. Oh man, that's another conversation. During this time, I know you had then moved to New York.
That was later.
I know. I'm saying. After Double Door, you moved to New York. After Blue Groove, when you moved to New York, you were making more music, no?
Right, but I did. You skipping a whole bunch of
Yeah, well, you have to outline it for me. I'm trying to sum it up.
No.
Don't sum it up. Gotcha.
First off, it's a lot of shit that we did that I don't remember. But you didn't talk about. We did Estelles, we did Zarbar.
I don't know nothing about Estelles.
We did Avalon before it was the.
I remember Avalon.
B-side. My group, He Walks Three Ways. We opened for Tribe Called Quest. We opened
I remember
for
that.
Development. We opened for
Souls of
Farside.
Mischief. At the DePaul. I remember that. Ooh, it was crazy. They bum rushed the stage, that weak ass stage. We was there at DePaul.
You know what? I
Nas was there. It was crazy.
I kind of remember that, but I really don't.
Oh, I remember it. That was a time of my life. That's crazy.
Because I think there was another show at DePaul, and I get them mixed up in my memories. But, then
Ronnie B? He said, "What's up, Duro?"
What's
Keep
up?
going.
Then I did Red Dog, and I started at Wednesdays at Red Dog. And then at the same time, I was working with Domingo
Oh, big ups
at
to
Chicago
Domingo.
Party Masters, and I was hosting their.
Domingo's the one who brought Souls of Mischief. But keep going.
And then Domingo was like, we started the Wednesdays again, and then after that split, I got Saturdays, and then Saturdays was Twilight Tone, 33 and the Third, Steve Bravo, and I had Gravity on the door. My girl Cheryl worked there. My girl Vanessa worked there with me. Tiffany, rest in peace, was on the bar. Kiko was on the bar upstairs. We had house music upstairs on the third floor. The main floor was urban music because they played hip hop, reggae.
Urban music, y'all.
I mean,
Hip hop is
they
urban
played
music. I understand.
nigga shit. You know what
I
I'm
understand,
saying?
yeah, but just this hip hop urban music drives me crazy.
But yeah, and then I had side eye for a while upstairs.
Let me tell you something about the Lee brothers, dude. I just had this conversation earlier. The girlfriend I had took me to an attic party. It was at a real house. There was somebody DJing in the basement, somebody DJing on the first. So it was a what they call them, a
Tri-level
bungalow,
Oh.
a bungalow, tri-level bungalow, and upstairs. I had never heard that shit before. Turn around, go to the Hot House for Better Days event. The same DJ is there to replace Twilight Tone. They knew how to play, or they know how to play. They didn't play just house. They don't just their selections. I don't know anybody plays like the Lees.
Their Soul in the Hole is like something, and that's why they travel, because they are they're true native sons.
Oof.
You know?
I don't know what that means. Explain. I heard about this native son thing.
No, native. You know what native son is, right?
Explain.
It's a book. It's a book.
Give me more detail.
Native son. Native son. You never seen the movie?
Yes, but just share.
Native
Elaborate.
Son is a book, and now that you quizzing me, I can't get
Okay.
dude's name out.
Okay. Anybody want to share what native son is? Because I'm slow and he
it's,
can't remember.
It's not. Trying to remember who wrote the book. It's not Langston Hughes. It's
Not the I Am Man dude.
no, it's damn. I'm getting old and I just forget names all the time now. Anyway, Native Son was about a black boy in Chicago, and he got a job driving for a rich white girl whose family lived in Hyde Park, and he ends up killing her.
Oh wow.
Because she wanted to go hang out in the black area, and they were out too late, and something, it just got crazy.
That went dark fast. Thank you.
But I've always associated Native Son with people who are truly Chicago born and bred.
I like that.
So I call myself a Native Son. You know what I'm saying?
I like that. I like that a lot. I like that. I do.
I am a true black Chicagoan, Native Son. And those guys are Native Sons for damn sure. It's like Chicago has a way of doing things differently, I think, than any other city in America.
I have a book that I've been trying to write for the last 25 years, and it revolves around what I call the Emmett Till theory. So when I would take artists out of town, they would do just like Emmett Till and think it was okay to socialize with people, not realizing people are afraid of us. And we then become victims because people feel victimized. So that's what my notes and my cliff notes and my book has been about. Kanye being told, like Emmett Till, I love you, you're a king, you can do anything you want. But when you go down south or you go outside of areas that we're not allowed to be our honest self, people get scared. They're like, what is this? How people are scared of a dog if they see him, or if they're scared of a
But
bug.
then you got to think about it too. King said this was the most segregated city he had ever seen.
It is. Oh, how? Oh,
right. But how you gonna come from a segregated city
and be so strong
and not understand segregation?
Because they're just children are children. A lot of us be immature.
I was called a nigga as a child in Bridgeport.
Oh, that's that era. And Bridgeport is known for killing boys.
Right. But I'm just saying it's very interesting
Yeah.
that you see it like that.
Yeah.
Because just to a certain extent, we did have a different
upbringing,
up north lifestyle, yes. But racism is racism, and it's everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. So before I start having Marvel DC conversation with you. The last night of
Hold,
Slicks.
hold on, hold on. I will tell you this on that same note. When I left Chicago and moved to New York, I that was the first time I realized urban cities are not the same.
They are not the same.
Like in you grow up here and it's like all the blocks are here, it's blacks over there, it's whites right here, a little pocket.
Now they don't put the
And
Venezuelans
then
in
the
everything.
whites are all up there, and then the whites that are up there really don't come over here, but they're whites over there too, on the south side. And it's like, wow. But we have neighborhoods.
Big ups to No One If Three.
In New York, it wasn't about neighborhoods per se. It was more like everything was. It was block by block. It was building by building. It was apartment by apartment. You know, and it was just like they call it the melting pot. It really was a melting pot. It
Yeah.
was everybody was just together, and it was like weird. And then we lived in Brooklyn, and I felt alone in Brooklyn because we were African American, and most of Brooklyn were Caribbean
Yeah.
or African.
And you still
I
felt
ran with-
alone amongst other black people. I know. I know what I said. I know what I said. I know what I said.
They don't necessarily see themselves
I
as
know.
black.
I said. I know what I said. So
Which is
hold
sad
on.
to me because I look at them and be like my brother.
Ron said it was Richard Wright who wrote
Richard
Native
Wright.
Son.
Thank you.
Thank Rich.
Thank you.
And we have a few people here. We'll give you some shout outs. And I thank y'all for being here. This is the UnDustry Podcast. I do it every Tuesday. My mentor has
Ron
invited me right here. I don't know if you can see it. You got your shades on. You trying to be cool. Ron Sales.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. You okay? Well, again, I was trying to ask you before we get, because I don't have anybody else to talk about this Marvel thing with, and I've been fighting my friends who are Marvel DC people to have this conversation with. But before I ask that, my last night at the Shrine, I need to talk to somebody about this so bad. It was Roy Ayers. Great night. Me, Craig Elliott. I mean, we in there dancing. Roy Ayers on the xylophone, killing it. Boom, boom, boom. Y'all would let me in there after I do my big wig event under Shala, Quelo, Craig Elliott, LB, me, D Double, Uncle Milty, great Uncle Milty. And then we would come over to there. See Roy Ayers. I probably paid, didn't pay. Sometimes I had to pay, sometimes I didn't make a difference. Sometimes it was room to sit at a table and we have great food because y'all had some great chefs.
You talking about it Slicks?
Slicks. Yeah,
you
Slicks.
said
Sorry. Yeah,
Shrine.
Slicks. Please excuse me, Howie. And then the next day we hear it burns down. Do you know that hurt the city? Howie has something so unique, which he always does.
But didn't they open after they burnt?
I don't know nothing about that.
I told you my memory is
Yeah. That's something I should ask Howie. And I still have the interview of me interviewing Howie for the Vinyl Cypher Zoom calls, which was happening during COVID. But dude, that Roy Ayers event,
Nothing lasts forever. First off, nothing.
you will last forever to me. I know that was kind of what they say,
who
no
knows?
homo. I'm saying in my eyes,
I've been sick for a long time. I've
Again.
been sick for almost 30 years. And it's a hard race. And I'm not saying I'm coming to the end, but I know there is an end. And it could sneak up on you at any time. So nothing lasts forever. I mean, you can keep my memory alive, but that don't do me no good if I ain't here to enjoy it. You know what I'm saying?
right. That's why I'm here today. I'm not here to be gloating. I'm not here to even brag. I have access to you. Me and you talk. We do. And we have some missing soldiers. And those missing soldiers, like Joker, Arthur Banks' funeral is coming up on Saturday. Rest in peace. And we have so many people that were friends to me, protected me. And it's good to see that I can sit here with you. You know, me and Doe have to be kind of no Diddy and be like we love each other all the time. You know,
Nothing wrong with telling your brothers you love them.
I know I was just being goofy. And I saw that with you and I don't know your real friend, but like people like Howie or your rap group or whenever you would give me access to things because you saw my energy and you was like, don't do too much, and I would be still do too much, but it was in good effort for me. I don't regret any of my actions in life, and they have good intents. With that being said, if anybody know about black and comics and heroes, would be Duro Wicks. Let me do a shameless plug. This is the UnDustry podcast. There is no I in the industry. It comes with a group. We're uncovering Duro's experience building Chicago's infrastructure for a universal thing called hip hop. He is a patriarch. I had to not call him matriarch. He checked me because that's for a woman. And as his documentary, what's your documentary called again?
The Catless.
The Catless. He's
Catalyst.
The Catless.
Catalyst.
Yes, you are a Catless. The Catless documentary.
Why do you keep leaving that A out?
I don't know. Public school. I don't know.
Just,
the fuck you.
Quick tongue. Catalyst.
Catalyst. And
Yeah.
I just got checked. He was documented on another program, right, outside of that, about your love for black iconic figures. Action figures. Yeah. Tell me a little about that before I go into ask you about some things.
I realized a long time ago that representation is fundamental to young black youth. And growing up, the amount of black toys, dolls there were for us to play with was like slim pickings. And it's funny because I had a G.I. Joe and I swore he was black, and then when I went to look him up on Google years later, I'm like, he got blue eyes. He wasn't black, but he had curly hair.
Who?
And he had the Kung Fu grip. G.I. Joe, 12-inch G.I. Joes. There was a black 12-inch G.I. Joe, and I had that, but I had another one that I thought was black. And now looking back, I don't really think he was black.
I'm collecting those because Amazon has produced all the, we call them Go Joe Bros or whatever. All those guys. You seen the picture with all them?
I've never really been big into G.I. Joe.
Oh, you bananas. I'm a Transformer G.I. Joe, Channel 9,
Transformers, I didn't do that
WGN guy. I'm bananas with it. And the reason I'm even having that discussion with you is you would know. And the documentary shows it. And tell them where they could go see it if it's still available to the public.
Oh, I don't even know. I mean, I know.
When I find out, I'm going to post it. See right there, look. That's nice, right? All the black G.I. Joe members. That's retarded. Alpine, Doc, Roadblock, Iceberg, Sergeant Slaughter. Sergeant Slaughter was a real wrestler, wasn't he, for WWE?
I told you I didn't do G.I. Joe.
Oh, man. All right.
I didn't do that second age of G.I. Joe with Cobra and all that. I didn't.
Yeah.
Like, I knew about it. I watched it a little bit, but I wasn't religious about it. That whole, I missed Transformers, GoBots.
Oh, okay.
I didn't do any of those.
So I am mad that I have nobody to talk to about Eyes of Wakanda. Duro tried to correct me. If nobody's seen Eyes of Wakanda, something is wrong with you all. I was a Black Panther fan.
No, not everybody got
Hold on. I haven't asked you the question. I just got to give my statement because it's going to be very judgmental. I was a Black Panther fan way back. My father worked at UIC. He did autopsies. And to keep me calm, sometimes sitting in the casket to relax, he would give me a comic book to look at the pictures. A lot of Star Wars.
That explains so much about your little weird.
Sometimes Star Wars comic books, which I thought was the worst comic book. I never understood Star Wars comic books. But once DC and Marvel got into my world, I remember the introduction of Black Panther with the Fantastic Four. Just as Doom is the introduction of his origin with Fantastic Four. Them going in space, they only were allowed some vibranium. Well, Reach wanted, I have to remember, and I need to find this comic book. And they reissued it maybe about 5 years ago. Reed Richards wanted to get vibranium to help the ship because they knew they were going in a cosmic storm. And for some reason, he didn't issue them, or he did issue them vibranium for their ship, which then Reed, being as knowledgeable as he was, caused them to have extraordinary powers after being affected by that cosmic storm. And when people act like that's not where Doom or Black Panther come from,
I don't think that Black Panther had anything to do with
oh
it.
my God.
I'd have to read
That is the
myself.
introduction to Black Panther and Doom.
Black Panther came out much.
I'm going to start this again. That is the introduction to Black Panther and Doom. It's Fantastic Four.
Not aware of that.
Yes. And before T'Challa, his father had to deal with the original Captain America, which was a black Captain America. All right. I quit this conversation. See, I ain't ready for nobody.
The original, the black Captain America was retconned into the history of
Yes.
Marvel comics.
I like what you said, yes.
Like it didn't happen. It wasn't written back
Do a
then.
Stan Lee's
It was
writing time.
That book
yes.
came out in the 90s.
Yes, correct. It was good, like you say. That was the usage you used was great. With that being said, recently Disney put out something called the Eyes of Wakanda, which explains the War Dogs, which explains Wakanda always being on alert about possible infiltration of Wakanda and protecting the world in Wakanda. This is my interpretation of Eyes of Wakanda. But to me, it really revolves around Killmonger and Killmonger's father, who was going to do what the Lion King did. You know what the Lion King did, right?
You mean the Disney cartoon?
Yes. In the Eyes of Wakanda, the Lion King added his forces to build a nation as big as Wakanda. Naturally challenged them, but he felt like he could do the same thing T'Challa's father and their kingdom was doing. Remember, he was gathering all these warriors and different kind that wasn't from Wakanda to build his own nation, the Lion King. It just happened to be on the water, on the boats.
Man, I have no fucking idea what you're
Oh, that's crazy. And I have nobody to talk to this about. But it revolved around Killmonger. Would you not understand that?
I didn't really like Killmonger, so I don't really.
I love Killmonger's character. I love Killmonger's. They need a heavier detail, and I bought the series, and I need to buy the novel when they did the Killmonger series after Black Panther.
It disgusts me when people are like, "Oh, you should just let Killmonger be Black Panther."
No. I'm with you. No.
First off, Killmonger is dead.
Yes, I'm with you. Like, stop.
And but people just like his message so much.
They're gonna say artificial.
Or African Americans liked his message so much.
Yeah, you heard Dr. Umar. Dr. Umar say he was.
Don't
don't do the Umar conversation.
No, that's another one I don't talk about.
I never knew that about you. I never knew you was not an Umar fan. That's hilarious.
It's something about that dude. And look, it was this girl.
I'm an Umar fan.
I take you back, and if Kingdom is still watching, he knows who I'm talking about. Ashaki.
I remember Ashaki.
Ashaki and her husband started a black school. They didn't have no fundraiser. They wasn't begging people for money.
Was it on 79th to Jeffrey?
No. No, it was on the commercial.
Okay.
No, not commercial. Michigan.
Okay.
In Roseland.
Okay.
And they did it. My daughter went there for one summer. Ski's kids went there, I believe, and somebody else. Ski from Blase Blah. Somebody else went there too, I think. But it was a real school, and it was functioning, and they got it running. This dude has collected all kinds of money and
millions.
Nothing. So I'm like, nah, he on some bullshit.
He on whatever he on. I'm not judging.
I keep seeing interviews with girls talking about how, he just be hitting on them and.
Yeah, he was at Culture Connection for my birthday. We had a good event. Maybe like 10 years ago, and I get his message. I like what he's doing. I like Rizza Islam better.
He's a Culture Pimp.
Okay. We've seen many of those.
Right.
Yeah, we've seen many of those. I like RZA Islam as of now, who's under Minister Farrakhan.
We haven't had any real leaders since Fred Hampton.
We got Minister.
King.
We got Farrakhan. I don't go to Mosmere. I wanted to go last night, but
when they had the big
man's thing, yeah.
But Farrakhan, they did such a job on Farrakhan that
they did a job on bro.
He
tucks his tail and he not a tail tucker.
Right.
It's crazy.
It's like,
as Jesse tried to act like his tail never tucked and he involved.
Jesse's another one of those. I don't talk about Jesse.
I know, but I'm just saying with the whole
Jesse is the reason that we're in this position.
I agree. I'm not that political.
It made me mad when they were talking about him being sick, not him being sick,
and that he can say what he wants because he's sick.
No.
Oh,
on the news they were like he was mentored by Martin Luther King, and I'm like,
Lord. I'm with you.
Yeah, nah. They sold out to Coke or Pepsi or whatever pop company that was. They had they made their money from.
That's in our era. That's in our era when that happened, right?
And it's all it just I'm not.
I got two more political questions, and I'll leave political alone, and then I'll ask you about some of your favorite things, and then we'll end the interview. I appreciate you. This is the UnDustry. I do it every Tuesday, 5:00. Normally with J-Bay. I had to come on site.
I'm kidding.
I'm Geraldo Rivera, and I just found a fossil of Chicago's history, and his name is Duro, and I'm
tried
here
to
on
open
site.
the vault. Al Capone's vault.
Do you remember that? That was a mess. Two more political questions. So first is I'm a Jasmine Crockett fan, and I get criticized for that. The Texas representative, I think she got it. And with all this stuff with the Orange Man, if what's her name is not going to try again because they burnt her out.
No, actually, I heard a really interesting.
Come on, give me a synopsis of the political.
Jasmine Crockett is whatever. I don't think.
Oh
I
my God!
I think she's too dark skinned.
Oh, you
and I'm being so fucking real.
I know you are. I know you.
This country is not ready for.
They not ready.
Look, it's just like that sculptor who did that piece that they put in New York.
And what piece?
It's a statue of a heavy set. She ain't even fat. She's just thick. But she ain't sexy thick. She's just.
Yeah, thick thighs save lives.
It's a real black woman.
A thick thighs save lives.
Black people hate on it so much.
Let me explain what a lot of people don't like about the African American woman that has the African build. Thick thighs save lives, and they're built to feed the nation. So their top is heavy to feed your kids, my kids, their kids, and their bottom is ready to lift so much.
Jasmine Crockett looks like that, but that dark skin shit, that shit runs deep.
The melon is crazy. The melon is real black.
But I heard this thing where Kamala might not run.
Yes.
So that the governor of California can run.
Who tried to run before him and Prisoner.
Let me finish. Yeah. And then if he wins, he's going to appoint Kamala as Attorney General.
I guess she would do good.
They get to prosecute all these treasonous people who run government.
Duro, I would like for you to stop. This is the UnDustry podcast. The words of Duro Wicks does not represent this podcast. I don't have this conversation.
Look, this wasn't even my theory. This is
look, you just got crazy with it.
This was like some dude on TikTok.
I got you, but I don't even want to hear that
on TikTok because
that was heavy. I would love Kamala as and she bitter. Ooh, a bitter black woman. Ooh, it would be. And the Epstein files just got out. That's good. This is breaking news here on.
The administration has messed up so much.
Oh my God, they tried to change the world of America.
Much bullshit into play that if the Democrats get back in,
they can do what they want.
No. They have so much work to do.
Oh, yes.
And it has to be meticulously
because they removed what Obama did. They removed all that stuff. Renamed things. The Obamacare is named something else and it's still Obamacare. That's crazy.
Well, we know what happened with that.
Yes, I'm just not. We're not
They
gonna go
start
there.
the Republicans start calling it Obamacare to get people not to get behind it. Obama heard it and was like, I
I
like
like
that.
this. Yeah. Ditto,
But
ditto.
white people was like, yeah, we
We
gonna
don't want
get
the
rid of
nigga care.
Obamacare.
We don't want
And then
nigga
they were like,
care.
well, what happened to my affordable care? It's like those are the same thing. You
Yes, idiot. Yeah.
Retard.
Retard. Uh, today's
But
day.
they didn't learn from that because they voted against themselves once again. And now all those white people that was on Snap last month was like, what the hell am I going to do?
And then Buddy does a public thing with tearing down the White House that the niggas built. And now who gonna build it when he done put out the Latins? Who gonna build that house? He done made a ballroom for his new dance floor. That's a whole nother conversation. So off of that. Again, welcome to UnDustry, Duro We Saw feature. And I'm gonna have to call him about all this stuff later. I have some quick questions. Are you still making music?
No.
I see that you still practice DJing on Serato.
I got it set up and I haven't really got into it. I have a thing about too old for the learning curve. Like I just don't.
You're not wrong. No, you're not wrong.
I just don't want to learn new shit anymore.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
You know?
Trust me. Good music is good music, and you shouldn't have to. Like they say, the top dirty house songs, the top 100 hip hop
Like
songs.
for about a good 10 years, I didn't even listen to music.
When you were in New York,
No, after I came back from New York.
because you were just
No,
reacclimating yourself to the scene.
I was depressed.
I know. I remember when you
I
would go
was-
to the
I was-
movies. I know you were.
My kidney failure was really
You had to address it. Yes.
weighing down on me a lot harder than I acknowledged. And I didn't even realize I had stopped making music, let alone stop listening to music. But as of late, I've been really, not like I used to, but music has become a part of my life again. Like I just saw this I saw another reel where it was old boy Chip Fu.
Okay.
And Chip Fu was like, after their rap career, he got into being a therapist, a physical therapist, and all this. And he learned, he studied, he met people, and he got a job. And they were like, "Why don't you deal with this guy over here?" And there was a black guy in a wheelchair, and like he don't want to listen to us, he don't want to listen to nobody. And he goes, "Oh, the black guys listen to music. I'm listening to my hip hop." And so he gets them to at least stand up on the parallel bars.
Right.
And he's like, "Well, who's your favorite MC?" And the guy tells him Chip Fu.
And that's him.
He didn't know that though.
Interesting. That's
And
crazy.
Chip Fu was like, "What the fuck are you doing to me, God? What are you trying to tell me?" And Chip Fu worked with this man and got him to walk. He found out the man just wanted to walk so he can get married to his wife.
Oh, why you have to pull the strings?
And he
Heartstrings
got the
are
man,
me.
Well, he got the man to walk. And when the man was walking, he said, "Yo, so Chip Fu is your favorite MC?" And he said, "Yeah." He's like, "This is my name. Do you know it?" He's like, "Nah." He's like, "You know how to use that computer?" Basically, he said, "Google."
Yeah. See who been
And
with you.
that dude Googled, and he's like, "Oh my God,
Yeah.
you're Chip Fu."
Do you think because you mentioned Chip
Not
Fu?
finished.
Okay.
And Chip Fu was like, "God put me on that path. He put me in that position to show me things, and that's what got me back into music." And I was
What
like,
is he doing now?
"I don't know. It doesn't matter. He's back."
Big up Pootie Mac and Ronnie. Thank you again for the information for the book. Sad that.
Is that Ronnie?
Yeah.
Ronnie, I want to hear your project. But whatever you got it on, it don't work
What
for
you
me.
talking about?
Ronnie wrote a soul album,
Oh yes, yeah. I'm familiar. Okay.
and I really want it, Ronnie.
Ronnie
I really want
Boykins.
to hear it.
So I still got music questions for you. Okay. What is anything you heard recent?
You mean like new?
So let me tell you what happened. I heard that Q-Tip and LL got with all these people who've been releasing. Like Queen Latifah is supposed to put out an album. Light put out an album. Sigrid put out an album under Idris Elba. We got the Clips. We got the Mob Deep. We got
I'm aware of what's
all
going
these
on.
all these guys who don't really have a market, putting out albums to prove that they're still relevant in the market. Q-Tip does the whole LL album. Have you heard any of this stuff?
Not in its entirety. I've heard bits and pieces. I'm waiting. I want to hear this new Daylight album that just dropped.
I know, me too. I haven't heard it either. I heard a good song, but I haven't heard it.
I haven't heard the single. But that's my favorite group, and it broke my heart when
Trey.
True Boy died.
Yeah, True Boy. The Mob Deep song, and
I haven't heard that.
oh my God. The Mob Deep is crazy. It almost feels like AI.
I only heard little bits and pieces
Oh,
on the internet.
wow. I'm a Mob Deep goofy. Mob Deep, that shit is. But I heard 2 songs today on Pandora that went past me, and I was mad that I don't have it. So I will be having that tonight or tomorrow and be bumping it. When they did that Free Agents album and then the Murder Music, those are way bigger than their first album for me. With Q-Tip doing all the stuff. Murder Music, Free Agents, man, crazy. Somebody wanted us to talk more about Marvel, but we'll get to that in a minute. Well, I'm gonna do some shameless plugs, and I want your opinion. So, Vinyl Cipher was created on a call. Rasan wanted to open a record store. You happened to be on the phone. You literally said, people are not going to record stores no more. He was doing Mad Crates.
I shouldn't have said that.
You said that. You said it. I said, don't worry. I say, Doe, why don't we sell records at Mad Crates? He said he couldn't. I don't want to explore more of that conversation. I said, don't worry about it. And the concept of going to different retails and sharing and just volunteering to bring DJs in there and play turned into a movement for me. And I thank you for that. Like you put me with Amy and Arunas, and I had Darkroom for 10 years, and helped put people back in the market. It felt good. I had to commend you for that. Then when in the active darkroom, I needed to bring people in town who would bring us out of town, Cross State with Big J, which this show is under Cross State Connection to UnDustry, happened. And we're going to do 3 things this year. We're going to do a big 3-level vinyl cipher again on 47th Street. So everybody get ready. It was amazing. It was you, P. Lee, Justice Collins from Culture Connection. Rest in peace to P. Lee. His event at Wax Roman under Lee and Gina was amazing. Thank you, Steph and his mother. P. Lee. What's P. Lee's mother's name?
Nope. P. Lee's mama.
P. Lee's mother. Thank you all for the invite. It was a great event. Miss Parker. And I brought the Ronnie's Amazing Day photo. If anybody sees me...
I'll tell you a story.
Go ahead.
You just said that I said don't open the record store.
Oof, that must have hit you.
It did, because I'm about to tell you a story about Doug Infinite. We started working with Doug when he was on 95th Street in the studio. He had a studio over there. And Doug was like, I'm about to open a skateboard shop. I said, where? He said, Ford City. I'm like, don't do that, man. Black people ain't skateboarding like that. You ain't going to get no business over there. And he did it, and it was successful.
It was successful. I know y'all because of that.
It was a movement. It was a moment. And I had to go back to Doug and tell him, dude, I was wrong, and I apologize.
The twins, Iba, Jasper, all of them used to be there.
Let me get this out.
Yeah.
A few years later, Doug, because me and Doug, we like this. He's Scorpio.
Okay. I didn't know. And he supports me in Vinyl Cipher, but keep going.
Oh, look out. Me and Doug got something up our sleeve. Got to wrap it up our sleeve. But
they did make him look like a villain or one of them.
He was
Cootie Danye comp.
He said, I'm about to buy this building on 79th and Halsted. I'm like, Doug, why you gonna buy a building over there, man? Ain't nothing over there. You gonna hate it. Oh, don't do it, Doug. and he bought the building and he started working on it. And he had me over one day, and with his own hands, I got to see what he had created in this apartment over the storefront, and it was beautiful.
Okay.
And I'm like, whoa, you did it. Then he flipped the whole building because the police wanted the land for a parking lot. So he got paid. And I'm like, I had to go back to him and say, Doug, I'm wrong. I was wrong. I'm sorry.
Boy.
So
Shit.
I feel that same way when I hear you say, I said, don't do a record store. Because I have worked in record stores and I know.
And I sold my
but
records
just because that was my opinion.
I sold my records for pennies to
doesn't
fucking
make-
Dusty Groove, and I
Doesn't make
regret
it
it.
right.
Yeah. But people hear your words out loud.
And that's the danger of your words.
Yeah, I've been told that. Oof.
And sometimes I have to remember, like, just don't say nothing.
No, speak your piece.
No. I'll be there if it go up, and I'll be there if it go down. Because if I'm down with you, I'm down with you. My little opinion could be wrong, and then now I like in your situation, I talked y'all out of it. But in Doug's situation, he went on ahead and did it.
I mean, Vinyl Cypher is very contributing.
It's you don't want to diminish somebody else's star.
Yeah, I got you. Discouraging. Yeah, I got it. Clear.
I had a line in a rap I wrote where you can max like Roach and keep it out of sight, but does an underground star shine any less bright?
Wow, that's...
And
look at you with bars.
Oh, nigga, bars for days. So yeah, when I heard you say that, I'm like, oh, you did it again, Duro. I don't know everything. I'm not right about everything. I've never been right about everything. I've been right about some things, and I find the things that work best for me were things I did out of love, not for money. Things I did for money didn't really work out. Things I did just for the love of that thing.
Right.
Those are the things I think people are going to remember me by. Whether it be Lower Links, Red Dog.
Red Dog. Oh, I forgot you letting us up.
Working at Beat Parlor, working at Slicks with Howard.
Yeah.
Those things I think
Blue Groove
are always going to remember me by.
Yeah.
But the things I tried to do, like, oh, we about to make this money, those never work out. People don't remember those things.
Okay. I take your word on that. Again, Ronnie, I apologize. Amazing day in Chicago. Hip hop photo. Please go to Ronnie, send me something that I can tell people to try to go buy it. But I had a conversation and I want your opinion, and you're not gonna stop Ronnie. It'll be 2 years, July 27th. That picture was taken. 27th. He told me we had a big conversation today. He checked me.
No, because that means he did it in 25.
He did it 24.
So
we can look at the calendar.
25 is 1 year. 25 to 26 is 2 years.
Okay. It's gonna be 2026 if he does it again.
Right. You said 27.
Thank you for correcting me.
And would you stop saying I'm correcting you?
No, it's okay. I don't feel no kind of shit. But with that being said, I had a long conversation with him about just trying to increase the ideal of it. Doesn't have to be a festival of sort, but a filming maybe. I don't know who has footage.
They should just do
another photo.
No, not a photo. Like a family reunion.
Yeah, he's gonna do
call it a family reunion because we all family.
Yes,
all of us.
Amazing day.
And just like a family, we dysfunctional. Not everybody get along.
Oh my God, we don't.
People have created together. It's a family.
Yes.
Chicago hip hop is a family.
Yes, indeed.
And every now and again, the whole family has to come together, eat some ribs.
And break bread
corn on the cob,
have a shot,
right?
And hit a spliff,
right.
So with that being said, I want for us And this is Ronnie's project and Ronnie's baby, which is amazing. He's our Gordon Parks. How Gordon Park did two amazing photo shoots, which was the Harlem Renaissance and then the Source magazine photo for hip hop. Ronnie accomplished something that many will never be able to compare themselves to. So, big ups to Ronnie and that project. I just hope that we can find a bigger space. In the beginning, I told him he should have did it at the Museum of Science and Industry, but he made it work, and it worked perfectly because of the volunteers of the other residents next door to Chicago Hip Hop Museum. But it's going to be bigger this time around. If so many people feel like they missed out. Like, I know he was addressed, like, why wasn't I told? And Roddy put in a lot of work by himself to, like, promote and update people to register. I don't know how we're going to even accomplish that kind of idea. And it's another reason I'm bringing this up about what Terry Hunter did this weekend, but keep going. What do you think that the city could do? Because we're stuck with our culture. We stuck with our black people. No matter how they've infiltrated the whole.
Look, I'm out of the game.
You're not. You're
Yes,
not.
I am.
Okay. All right. I just wanted your
I
opinion.
leave it to the Ronnies, the Kingdoms, the Daryls.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I got you.
So, big shout out to the Hip Hop Museum. I love that shit.
Yeah.
If they had a better stair rail, I would go over there more often. But
we need to invest so they have a stair rail so Duro can get in there,
it
or
has
a
to
lift.
Be ADA compliant, right?
Um,
Especially as old as all of us are getting now.
Right, a ramp to go straight up.
But yeah, I love that they have that and that they maintain that. For now, they're on their third or fourth year. You know.
No, they waited longer than 3 years. I know.
Mm-hmm.
It happened before COVID.
You didn't even know 2 years. Well, whatever.
So let me tell you what happened, and I miss Mary Thatcher and her global mix, and we're not friends. Mary has always been cold to me, and anybody associated with her, I just admire the shit out of her. But with that being said, Terry Hunter did his birthday party at Wintrust this week. I guess revamping or reintroducing his
Oh, I saw that.
record company.
I saw a clip from that.
Amazing
I didn't
event.
know where it was at.
It was at Wintrust. Amazing event. I'm telling you. Outstanding, amazing event.
Yeah, I saw a clip of that on the TikToks.
On the TikTokas. Pootie Mac, I don't know what you're talking about. Rakim and Jazzy Jeff showed the fuck out. Raheem Duvall did a great show. Showed the fuck out. Tifa, big ups to Tifa. Tifa, amazing job. Eric Roberson, I thought he would have did more. Yolanda Adams closed because she's the biggest star. She did very great. Chicago, you all disappoint me. Y'all fucking disappoint me. I said it. You fucking asses and bitches.
How you gonna big up Chicago for the whole show and now you calling them asses?
Ronnie, who all helped out with the amazing day in Chicago, Kingdom, Shadow, Artistic, Chris and Amina, the great duo, helped out awesomely. Yes, they did.
Because there's no I in industry.
There's no I in industry. Yes, they helped out. And this is the industry show, and we talk about just...
It is the industry show.
Industry show, thank you. And we talk about the courtesy and respect culturally.
Look, everything I did, it was always a team involved.
Who was some of your... Before I go further about Terry, who was some of your... And I meant no harm. Okay, I'll finish the Terry thing. The arena was not full to capacity. We have lost Silver Room. We've lost all these festivals.
Yeah, that's a big ass place to be filling though.
I get what he's doing though.
It's a big place.
I get it.
And
Deion Cole, big ups. J. Ivy, big ups.
I didn't see any advertisement for it.
Oh, it was everywhere.
I didn't see it. But see, that's the thing. Okay, it was everywhere. And I've shown you how much I be on the nets.
Yeah, socials.
I didn't see it.
Okay.
So if the algorithm is cutting people out, whose fault is that?
We can't call it. You got to go
No.
back to the streets.
You got to go back to word of mouth.
You got to go back to the streets.
You got to go back to word of mouth.
Hit the churches, hit the funeral homes, hit
Word
the
of mouth.
chicken shops.
That's
You
how
got
we
to go
used
back
do
to it. The laundromats. And that's what made a lot of my events successful. Like the post I gave him, like he did, I went to my job and did 1,000 copies and would go everywhere taping that shit up north, south side, and it brought me some success. That's Ronnie. Ronnie texted because he's so involved right now. Great day in hip hop. It had video too. Yes, I don't know. Ronnie, did y'all have any footage? But it'll be great to have a documentary about that day. Either which way, even if it's just photos and people talking.
It was people filming that day.
No, but I'm saying, say like they show a photo of you, and you be like, that day was something different. Like if it's just that kind of, like, oh, look, that's when me and Taco, because you and Taco was by each other, right? Rest in peace, Taco. And y'all had a hard time that day because it was so hot, and I felt so bad for y'all. Y'all were worse than dogs who didn't have water. It was bad. It was so bad. But with that being said, back to the matter of the conversation. The city has so much, man. I still like what the co-op is doing on 55th. I don't know if they're doing that anymore. Big ups to Opus, the record store that's over there. Maker and his partner. But Terry is reintroducing something. Terry can be the next Herb Kent or George Daniels or Mary Thatcher. And all those people, George was there. I didn't see Mary. But Terry got something and I see it. I see it.
Well, Terry's global.
Yes, but okay, we're not talking about global. He brought it home. He got his son DJing. He's got his connections. And he brought it home. And he knows there's a market here. And people come here to celebrate.
But I just told you, the algorithm didn't even touch me. I didn't know about it.
That's sad. So yeah, Terry, know that I don't have no suggestions. I know.
Also, my friend sitting next to me didn't come and get me and be like, yo, why
Well,
don't you
no. Somebody bought me tickets. And I went to work right after. So I had no control. I had my tickets 6 months early. I didn't even get the 30% off. I was just so happy. I'm a Raheem Duvall fan. I'm a Eric Roberson fan.
6 months. I didn't even know about it.
I done lost a job and got
nothing about
not. I done got so much that happened in my life in that short time. I done finally woke up out of my coma. Let me tell you, but we're not gonna talk about my personal life. So I had to roll Wicks here as I deflect and change it. I had to roll Wicks. Any last words, Duro, as we wrap this up? Because we've talked. No, he talking about he good. Then he gonna have something to say tomorrow when he called me and tell me all kind of bad shit I did. House culture is more united here than hip hop. Pootie, I disagree. What do you think?
Were you asking me?
No, one of the guests on the YouTube.
No, are you asking me what I
Yes,
think?
yes. Oh.
I don't know.
You did something Joe Russo at Shrine couldn't do. Y'all had Red Dog where there was a house crazy night. Upstairs was the best house music I've seen. Did y'all ever have the Lee Brothers up there? Because it used to be nice.
Just fella.
Okay. And then downstairs was like Red Dog, New York tunnel style. Right? Mm-hmm. It was amazing. That corridor could have killed thousands of people. Walking up the stairs or falling down those stairs could have killed thousands of people. After that, Joe Russo tried to do it with Terry. They had the Bang and Reggae, and that was a Appetite for Destruction, which closed the Shrine. You can't put the Bati Boys with the...
What closed the Shrine was same thing that closed Red Dog.
Come on.
Those neighborhoods, when they gentrify, they don't want us in the neighborhood.
They don't want that noise. Yeah, I got you.
We went into those neighborhoods before anybody else.
Building the infrastructure and revenue.
Right. And then they take it from us, and they price us out.
Because we don't own nothing.
And
Yeah,
and
prices. We don't own nothing, right?
they're gonna price us out of this whole city in a minute.
That's what they did to Eric for Silver Room, and I'm tired. Eric is such a
South Shore, South Side rents are so high, and it's like why you just making them high because they're high on the north side.
yeah. It's two different locations.
And you have all these LLCs that own these buildings on the south side, and it's like, yeah, it's not.
Okay, okay, okay. The
Look, when I lived on Division, that house you came to on Division,
yeah.
that was I mean, granted, it was 4 stories in the sky, but it was 4 bedrooms, and
Yes.
we paid $500 a month.
Yeah, and that was 90.
Right.
What's that? 50? That
It was
damn near.
the mid '90s.
That's 35 years ago at this point.
Right. But my point in saying is yeah.
Okay.
It just all I look at my daughter and I apologize in my mind to her, and I've done it actually verbally to her, that I apologize to the condition and the state of the world that I'm leaving her. And sometimes I wish I had did a better job to make this place a better place.
You did great, and that's what I'm here to tell you.
I did my thing, but at the same time, yeah.
Ronnie just corrected me. Gordon Parks did the XL cover. Sorry, Ronnie. Ronnie, my man.
I thought you said that.
I said source.
Oh.
They the same to me. Whatever. Again, we're gonna wrap this up. This and Duro, I cannot thank you enough for letting me into your space to have a conversation we normally have, but to share with other people. If he don't know, and people are starting to watch and tell him what's happening, if he doesn't know, this is how I could give his flowers. We have other things. I have to go pick him up some dinner, which I'll be happy to do. And then, what is that? What's that thing back there?
That black and white thing?
Yeah.
That's Sean Doe's work.
But I'm saying, what is it? What does it say?
Black Lives Matter.
Oh, that is amazing.
It's dope.
That is amazing.
Yeah, I bought that from him.
That is amazing. That is amazing, dude. That is Doe. This shit I see is crazy. And Doe, who works at Roto Fuji,
Yeah.
he does exhibits for a lot of artists, and sometimes he has his own exhibits out, and he don't know how much I remember. I'm going to tell you something that's heavy about Doe, right? Besides him, me and him meeting Kendall, like you said, you and your best friend seeing each other, having a like tribe, and just like, oh, you my guy, we cool. You know, I'm into hip hop. I'm not really a graffiti artist yet. Him being such a dynamic artist, introducing me to outlines and how to do those things, and being a kindred brother to me, a kindred spirit. His mother taking me in. People don't know how limited of a origin as a black man Rasan is. He's a graduate with a Coca-Cola scholarship for a natural art skill. Goes to A&M and come home and starts A8 with his friend and brings somebody. And we challenged anybody here. If you talking about Juice and DJing and going to get records and graffiti writing all this, there is no other B Street or Juice besides me and Doe and the people we fuck with. Like, I can't. It has to be written or documented. We try to have this conversation, but it's weird having a conversation because it's us. I mean, anything you could think hip hop, dance parties, girls, records, graffiti, battling, being part of Chirac, being contributors, trying to follow your outline. I can't explain Rasan's existence.
But you know what? I mean, I'm not trying to take it away from Rashawn. Rashawn Doe is.
He tries to play timid. He tries to play low key.
Can you let me cook? It's my turn to cook.
Yes, sir.
First off, Rashawn, I love that brother. Like he's always come through for me. Well,
Right.
not always, because I'm waiting on my sandwich. He
I'm gonna get
knows
him a
what I'm
sandwich.
talking about. No, it's another sandwich.
Okay.
I need at least one sandwich a day. Anyway, he the story you just told, that's some native son shit. Because we're not in New York or LA where hip hop was predominant, you had these people that found hip hop at some point in their life and then they dedicated their life to it. And they all have that same story you just told, where they found somebody else who was the same way.
Alex.
And those two people connected. And that's why Lower Links was so important because it brought a lot of those people together for the first time and they were meeting each other. And that's what it means to be a native son or daughter, because you have that. I've heard that same story over and over and over and over again. I never get tired of it because it's always very interesting. I don't care about like how close you got to getting signed. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is what you just said. Like I had a love for something. He had a love for something. We realized our love was for the same thing. Ooh, that just sounded real.
No, that's peace. That's culture.
I know, but it's
No, it ain't
real.
Diddy. Relax.
But it's just like, and because it was in a city that was controlled by a whole nother, hell, on the hierarchy, we not even third.
We second.
No, we not second.
Okay, I'm gonna let you.
We might be second now, but you had House,
you
had Juke, you had Steppin'.
You talking about in Chicago
in the 90s, and then you had hip hop.
Yes, that's
we was fourth in line.
We actually
and really jazz was fucking us up in blues too.
Blues is over all that, but what's his name? Ronald Laws.
And I'm saying, but in Chicago,
yeah,
blues and
Laws.
Jazz reigned supreme.
Yeah,
House reigned supreme.
Jazz,
Juke reigned supreme. Steppin' reigned supreme.
Yeah,
and then
the
come these
stepchild.
kids.
Yeah.
Because we were all kids back then.
Yes.
And we were cutting our own path that was based off of what we saw in other cities. And we did it our way. We did it our way.
So let me share this with you real fast. New York.
This ain't never going to end. You know that. Right?
No. It's real fast. We are. New York has Zulu Nation. Yes, we have Chirac. Uncle whatever's army where Ice-T started in L.A., right? Or the Bay Area, whatever they were doing.
The Rhyme Syndicate?
No, that's a group. That's like saying Ill State is Rhyme Syndicate or Native Tongue is Rhyme Syndicate or whatever,
no,
right?
Right. Native Son and Rhyme Syndicate are more like
Native Tongue, not Son. Native Tongue. Whatever, Kevin Light's Violators and Q-Tip and all that. But reason I brought that up is you are literally what we would reference as like Uncle whatever's army in LA or African Bambaataa. You know that?
No.
Yeah, you are.
No.
You are.
But you know why? Because
you don't want to own that.
No. I'm gonna tell you why. I wasn't about unifying and becoming an army. That wasn't my thing.
I agree.
My thing was, like I said, I just wanted somewhere to rap.
And all this came from it. That's a great Duro outline. I wanted somewhere to rap. And all of a sudden, just like Gizmo, all these goddamn stripes and other creepy crawler gremlins come out of your back. Yes. He just wanted to rap. And now we got all these creepy crawly creeps in Chicago holding, the old type stars and the commons and the, people who are, you said.
They were the same too.
Doug.
They just wanted to rap too.
Yes, I know. And I'm saying those are gremlins of you.
He was a guy who was like, I got a mic.
Yes.
come on and do it. And I never stopped anybody. I didn't have a lot of ego in terms of the whole thing. You know, I like to think I didn't.
I'm gonna see if you're gonna name this group. What are some of the groups that you produce for, so people will know, it's catalog wise? Because I know the group you tried to put together, which was an amazing concept, but I'm not gonna tell.
My group was 1,000.
Who is that? Who does that
It was
exist?
two versions of 1,000.
Okay.
The first version, it was just me on production, and then I did a song with Gravity, I did a song with Larry Miller, I did a song with Juice,
Big ups to
I
Larry.
did a song with Nemesis.
Nemesis, his sister. That's in New York now.
Yeah, and
Nemesis is so underrated. Her
I
and
feel like
Nana.
there was one other person I did a song with, but it's not coming to me.
Okay, so what was the second version of the group?
It was me, Yao, and Flair.
Okay, that's what I was gonna say. What about Io?
No,
Okay. People don't know how good, and I'm not a fan of No Try Do. Flair is a good artist. He deserved his spotlight. I think.
Yao. Wait, so,
Yeah, I ain't talking about Yao yet. Hold on.
look,
Hold on. I'm gonna talk about
wait, I'm
Yao.
gonna tell you something.
Yao. That Yao. Between him and damn, what's his name with the club foot? With the glasses?
I know what you're talking about.
Avery. Yao, Avery, Pevin. Boy. You talking about,
But that's Chicago for you.
boy, them motherfuckers. Pevin, Yao, Avery. Whatever I can get from them music vinyl, I buy. Them motherfuckers. Y'all don't know. If y'all don't know Yao, Pevin, Avery, Tina Howe, woo, I go down the aisle with this. But what? I'm sorry, I just had a moment. I'm sorry. So what were you trying to do with Yao and Flair?
We had we made a little demo. We got like 5 songs. I never released it. I mean, I put it out here. I think Sean Doe mixed it into. We did a.
So Sean got copies?
No, yeah, he probably does.
Rasan, I need that. Though I need that.
But he did a discography mix for me.
Yeah, I remember when y'all were pushing the t-shirts.
Yeah,
What was the name of the t-shirts again?
WGBO.
Are they still accessible with that company?
Actually, I redid them with Howard. He wants me to do them again.
With his son, with Stock Boy. Big ups to Stock Boy. Oh my God, that's amazing. I got to tell you something off camera that I wish can happen with Stock Boy. Because it ain't my place to do any of it. Thank you. That's it. This is the UnDustry and Duro. Like, if you ever want me to come over, I'll do it again. I might be running late, but I'll hook all this shit up for you anytime. If it's something you want to get across.
No, you're welcome to come over, but we ain't doing this.
I'm gonna go get your food before I even unplug this stuff. I mean, I'm gonna shut the
Do you have to
broadcast
put
down.
that on the podcast? Niggas don't know.
That ain't what I'm because I want it too. I just don't want to have you waiting while I
I'm
unhook all this
good.
shit. And man, I wish I could tell you, and I wish you stop putting your head down. Everybody looking on top of your
No,
head.
I actually, and this is something I've been doing a lot lately. Like when I sit like this, I'm more comfortable.
Gotcha. The UnDustry without Jay Banks, but Jay, thank you for creating this. This is Under Cross State Connection. None of this would happen without you, bro.
No, that's not true.
No, I'm telling you, no Large Professor, no Darkroom Nights, because I done brought him here too many times. No touring Steph Star, no doing Texas, not being a part of Risk Them Project, which was amazing. What's the name of that project? The Chicago documentary. Midwest Doc. Yes, that Midwest Doc was amazing. And even that, if Ronnie, and I'm putting this out here, no matter what y'all did have, don't have, if y'all, the Midwest Doc and Ronnie Amazing Day in Chicago could put something together for a 2026 Amazing Day Festival around July 20 whatever, that would be dope. It can happen. We have to stand together like Voltron. And what would you think would be a great Voltron in Chicago as an album or even like a project like I bragged about?
I don't know, but I was just thinking while you were talking, like everyone you just mentioned are basically historians.
Yes.
And if you get all the historians together, if you get the Aminas and the Kevin Beechams,
Yes.
the Chicago Hip Hop Museum, Ronnie, Midwest guys,
That'll
um,
be a great film. It'll be
no,
ridiculous.
no, not a film,
Okay.
but some other kind of
Medium.
acknowledgement project, even if it's just a 1 day event, but it is put together by the true historians of what we've done.
Oh, almost like a can, but their projects.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. Y'all heard it here. We put it out there. We put it out there. It could be short films. All of y'all put a short film together. Let's have a hip hop
I don't
can.
want to see no short film.
And that's what you want. You just said don't
Because
listen to you.
it's no place. It's well, that's not what I'm talking
I know,
about.
I'm being
I'm
silly.
talking more of an event.
Yes, I'm saying like at cans there still are parties and all this kind of stuff. I only use can because it's such a outline of like the
No, I'm just talking an event.
okay. Can is an event every year.
What's your name again?
Do too much.
Exactly.
Okay. Thank you, everybody. And me and him are going to have a conversation about the Hip Hop Hall of Fame. Did you like the candidates this year? Bye bye, everybody. Did you like the candidates this year for Hip Hop Hall of Fame? Salt and Pepper and Chubby Checker finally got in. And I'm shutting this off while we talking. Did you see any of that for Hip Hop Hall of Fame? No, that's crazy. Is there anybody you thought should be a part of Hip Hop Hall of Fame from Chicago? I think Twister. It's time for Twister to have it. He was in the Guinness books. Why not? No.
Yeah. I mean, they're not gonna give it to him, but yeah,
No.
I think Crucial Conflict deserves to be in it.
Yeah. I agree.